Welcome to Doing Business with Warren Galloway. As you know, we're right in the midst of a pandemic right now. The COVID-19 has devastated our small business community, and a lot of business owners are struggling to survive, let alone open their doors. So, how do you survive? But what if you don't survive? Now, naturally, our instinct is if we're not going to open, we're just going to walk away. That's just what we do as humans. But unfortunately, in this situation, you have to close down the right way. What I mean by that, and I like to, instead of saying closing down, I'm calling it dwindling down. Dwindling down requires a few process that you or steps that you need to take. Why is that important? Why is it important is because a lot of us have an entrepreneurial spirit. That means that we love being entrepreneurs, and we typically don't work for people. And when we do work for people, it's difficult. So if you find yourself in a situation as a result of this pandemic crisis that we have, that you have to close down, I want you to be able to do it right. So let's talk about 8 important steps that you need to follow in order to properly dwindle down your business. The first one is, if you can afford an attorney, you should sit down and talk to them and make sure that you take steps necessary for you to close your business. As I stated before, most of us just think, hey, I'm going out of business, I'm going to walk away. But guess what? The debt, the people you burn, the agencies you're dealing with, they don't forget. If you borrow money and you have liens against some of your property, what's going to happen? They're going to repossess those things. So you have to face these people. So the best way to do that is speak to an attorney. Now, if you can't afford one, there is the Legal Aid Society, which can also provide some legal services for you as well, and a few other organizations. So if you cannot afford an attorney, there are options out there for you to have an attorney work with you. The other thing you want to do is clearly evaluate whether you should close down your business. You might make a reason that you need to close, but did you really look at the resources that are out there for you? I.e., did you apply for some of the grant money that a lot of organizations will provide in small business owners? Do you have enough money put away, or do you have enough money that you can access that will get you through the end of the year potentially? Think about that. Truly evaluate if you need to close. The other thing is you need to identify any personal liability. What I mean by that is, as I mentioned before, you probably put your home and a number of other personal items up for collateral. The lenders will repossess that as because you put it up as collateral for the loans for your business. So be very, very careful about just walking away. Do you have an exit strategy? Very, very, very important. Do not rush to judgment and the things you do in closing your business. Have a strategy, have a plan so you can do it right. What you might want to consider is, what about selling your business? A lot of small business owners don't think about that. There are investors out there that potentially could buy your business. You know, where you see debt, someone sees promise. So think about, can you sell your business? There might be somebody out here who might want to purchase that business for you. Please tell your employees, do not leave them out to dry. I've seen plenty of times over the years where businesses were closed and employees were never told. When employees show up to work, there's a closed down sign, call me at this number. You know, show a little respect and let them know, because they can apply for unemployment, maybe some other assistance in the meantime, or they could be looking for another job. Please tell them in advance, not the day of, but if you can give them time so that they can make personal adjustments to them losing their job. You want to contact your lenders. Yeah, you know, eventually you're going to have to face those lenders. What you don't know is some of the lenders could restructure your loan. What we're seeing during this COVID-19 crisis, we have lenders that are given 3 months and 6 months of deferments, and that might help you out because you might not have to pay on that debt for a while. In the meantime, you could be generating revenue in your business to try to survive the remaining part of the year, and hopefully going to 2021, you could be able to start working your way, getting back to the pre-coronavirus period. If you do decide to close your business, shut down your website, but let people know that you have gone out of business. These things are important because I don't know, depending on the type of business, there could be orders that you might have to fulfill. But you don't want to continue to take in business when you know that your business has closed. In addition, you don't want people to just speculate what's going on. Then they can look for an opportunity to get your product or your service from someone else. So these 8 important steps that you need to know about dwindling down. I'm going to repeat it one more time so that you can write this down. First thing, you want to have an attorney. Second thing, evaluate whether or not you really should be closing down. Third, identify any personal liability you might have from closing down your business. 4, what is your exit strategy? How are you going to exit from your business? 5, potentially sell your business. That is always a viable option. 6, tell your employees. So please give them advance notice that you are going out of business. 7, please contact your lenders if you have outstanding loans. And then 8, shut down your website and social media. If you follow these 8 steps, it'll be a much better experience for you. You're going to walk away from your business knowing that you did right, and that potentially down the road, if you decide to go back into business, whether it's the same business or another business, people will look at you as being the person that did it right as opposed to the person who did it wrong. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for doing business with Warren Galloway.